Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Scrap Backwards Monday, and it's also day 7 on our Magical Mystery Tour, or the AKA the road trip down memory lane, the series I'm doing here. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, I started on the 1st of August, and I'm recounting day by day, going through my photos from a 31-day road trip that we took in 2016. August is our anniversary month, so we were celebrating our 35th anniversary then. And because he's not here to celebrate our 42nd, I was dreading this month because, yeah, it's kind of sad and I get mopey. But I decided to do this, and it's actually really working like therapy to kind of keep me from the doldrums. It's keeping me busy for one thing, and I love scrapping with you guys. So what's not to love? What's not to love is that this cute guy's not here to give me comments on my pages or to help, to enjoy reliving this. So I did something really different this time. I had these 5 photos. It was the trip on this particular day was, we knew going to be long. We were trying to get to Denver before dark. Denver was our next stop, and it was where we were going to spend our anniversary. So we booked a more expensive than most of the days hotel for that in downtown Denver. And I have connections. I have a good colleague from work, and also my best friend since elementary school, I guess, who lives, up there. So we were going to get together with him, and we were going to a baseball game, and we had all these things. So we needed to get there before dark, and you can see by this photo as we're driving into Denver, it was kind of beginning to get dark. Actually, you could have seen it in the natural photograph with my filter, and I used the bubblegum filter in the Prisma app for all of these, and this background. This background is actually a photo I took of the pavement in Flagler, Colorado, where we saw this sign. And I love these signs, and I needed to kind of get down close to the pavement to look up. This was a very tall sign, to get it all without chopping off the top of it. And this photo is of us entering Colorado. It says, "Welcome to colorful Colorado." And this is, as we started out early in the morning, just after we finished filling up with gas, we passed by this, and it's a bad photo, and it's taken through my window glass, but it's beautiful. It just looks like the quintessential Midwest American farm. And it was just really pretty. This silo was kind of red brick, and the barn is red, and the vehicles were colorful, and you can't see them in the photo that I snapped, but there were some animals around. I'm pretty sure they were cows and horses. So anyway, I slapped these down. This was not an eventful day on the trip, and this is a snap of John in our hotel room as I was getting us all unpacked and making phone calls to let people know that we were there. So it was a very tiring day of driving. It was a long drive. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take miscellaneous parts of my kit. I'm going to follow the rules in the Mind the Scrap Summer Challenge and get all of those things in. One of which is to use a song title for your layout title. And my layout title is going to be Here Comes the Sun. And I'm going to use this sunshine, which has been in my kit for I don't know how long. It's kind of been rummaging around there. Let me get some glue on the back of it because it's chipboard. And I'm going to put it right there. Oh, just to let you know, what I did was I pulled the photo of the concrete. This concrete kind of looked like a map, and it's very heavily textured, and then there are some areas that it's kind of chipped up. So I thought it made a pretty photo, and I filtered them all with the same filter. I pulled this into my word processing system, and I set my word processing paper size, if you will, did my page setup to 12 by 12. So I pulled that in, and then I pulled in each of the photos. I sized them. There were a variety of frames I could give them, and so I gave them the frame that looked like old photographs that had the white border around them. And then I added a shadow underneath so that it looks like those are photos. It gives it a 3D effect. It looks like those are photos that I cut out individually and laid on top of the page. But they're printed. It's all flat. So now I'm going to add embellishments, and I'm hoping that they make this look like a regular page. So I've got this. You know what? I glued that down maybe a little too soon. I might, because I want this right here, but I don't want it to cover up that. I really made a boo-boo. How about I do, that's what I'm gonna do. I will put some foam on the end. How much do I need? That can go over there. I need the foam starting at the S. We'll do that. That was silly of me. And I kind of brag sometimes about never measuring anything. Well, that's what happens. That's what it costs me. But not a problem. I can do it like this. I want to put it, I don't want it to look like it's at the very top of the border. I want some of the border showing through. So I'll do it that way. Hopefully that's straight. If it isn't, I'll use some optical delusions to make it look straight. Then the next thing I want to do is I want to put something inside there, and I have this set of enamel shapes from the Are We There Yet collection, and I'm using some papers and some other bits from there. There was a Are We There Yet? It was by Stephen Duncan, who's one of my very favorite artists in the universe. And see this, what a cute thing. I'm actually going to use a strip from the branding, or a little piece from the branding strip on there. But I like this piece that says On the Road, and if I can get it peeled up, I'll be in great shape. And I thought it might work nicely right there. Okay, and I'm trying to, he's got a lot of these geotags, and I kind of like those. I like this, although I may want to use that at another stop. He's got Pacific Coast Highway 1, and we do take that road for a while. I like the packed car there. I'm going to put it aside, these stickers aside for a minute, and I'm going to go assemble some other things. So I've got this little state shape. That says this photo was taken in Kansas. That is in a place called Tecumseh, Kansas. It's just outside, or you know, down the way a bit from Kansas City, Missouri. And I've got one for Colorado, and it applies to this, and this, and this, all these photos, but I'm gonna kind of, well, okay, here's what I want to do. I want to use a stamp. One of the requirements, and I know I'm kind of flailing and I'm all over the place this morning, but, or is it morning? Gosh, it's afternoon. It's like way afternoon. I'm going to do this guy right here, and I'm stamping it in hot pink because that's one of the MTS Mind the Scrap colors. And I'm gonna do this right here, and then I'm gonna maybe do something there like this star. I like that. Let's see. I've got 3 different, we're to use at least 2 stars, or yeah, more than one, which I guess is at least 2. And so I've got 3. I'm gonna kind of do that. And my little geotag kind of wasn't all that great. I may do them all over. I think I'm going to do one right there, and then I will write where it is, and I'll do one here, and I'll write where it is. I may regret that, and if I do, I can always print these photos and kind of put them on top. I can cover it up if I just hate it. And then I can do that here too. And I'll put the name of the hotel, which I'm not absolutely sure of it at the moment, but now this is a strip of paper from, is it from Where to Next, or it's probably from Where to Next, or it might be from Cowboy Country, another Stephen Duncan collection. I'm going to line it up with the edge of this, kind of put it there. And this one's a torn piece as well. And I'm going to lay it here, making sure it's parallel. And I've got this that says Traveling Through the Midwest. It's one of the chipboard pieces in Where to Next. And I'm going to lay it down right there at an angle. And then I'm going to use some washi tape that's in, I think I tore some of this washi in a strip for another, I tore it down the middle for another page. So I'm just gonna kind of, it's from a Simple Stories collection that has maps, or it's a Simple Stories collection that's about travel. I forget what the name of the collection is, but I'm kind of just laying it right here, and I'm going to find some kind of embellishment from my stuff here. Would this be a good place to put the car? Maybe like so. And maybe add this little bit that says, "Are we there yet?" Okay, now let's check my stuff. I need stars. I've got a white star here. I'm going to put a little glue on. And I'm going to kind of arrange the stars where I have these clusters, or I started the cluster with the geotag. So let's see what I can do there. I want all different stars, different materials, different colors, different sizes. For this one, I'm not trying to be matchy-matchy at all. I have this star right here that I'm going to put here, kind of overlapping my geotag, and then I can write the name of the place there. And I need another star for right there. So let me see, there's one here on this sticker sheet. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay, now I'm going to go back and I have this acetate butterfly that somehow I must have thought would look nice with that road showing through it, but it's not all that. It's not all I thought it would be. Let me write the things I keep saying that I'm going to write. Tecumseh, Kansas, as we headed out for Denver. Okay, and here, this is Flagler, Colorado. I think I'll just leave it at that. It's obvious that what we did there, I think we may have stopped at whatever that building was back there for either something to eat or just to go to the restroom. I can write here, driving past the skyline on our way into town. And then here, well, here I'm going to say, I won't say anything because the sign says welcome to colorful Colorado. And here, I won't write this now until I go check and make sure what the name of the hotel is. That's not much stamping that I did there, and I plan to do more on future layouts. I was a little bit, given the busyness of the background paper, I wasn't sure that stamping would be effective, so I thought I'd have to stamp on the photos, which I did. So now I'm going to add some Nuvo drops. These are Nuvo crystal drops. Let me test first. I've learned over the years that I need to run tests. It's not coming out, so I will pull one of my pins, and it's been a while since I've used any of these. That's why I love these challenges, because they kind of encourage me to use things, that parts of my stash that I haven't used in a while. So that's not coming out very fast, but I don't need a lot. I'm sorry that this is taking so long. That's not coming out very well. I'm just going to put one in each cluster, but I'm not getting much of one. I may have to work on this a bit, but I'm determined to finish it in this video, if you know what I mean. I don't want to have to fix it and then come back here. And I also don't want to squeeze so hard that I bust the little top off of it. So there, it's behaving a little bit better now. Okay, that's not very much in the spirit of what was intended for using Nuvos. I may go find another color, maybe the aqua. We get the rules are stars, which I've got, washi, which I've used here, and I just tore some paper strips, and then I used a torn washi strip there, and because it kind of ran together, it looks like a solid larger block of washi. Stamping, which are the geotags, song title, which is Here Comes the Sun, and Nuvo drops. There's one in each geotag cluster. So hopefully that, and I apologize for the the thunder that's in the background. We're having storms today, otherwise I might be out at the pool instead of doing this video at this particular time. I have some small stars which I'll save for another layout. I wanted to see, there was I wanted to see if there were any appropriate embellishments in some of my little packs of stuff. This cactus might be better for further down the road, literally further down the road, but I think that's it. I think we got in the 2 states that we drove in and around and through and to. And I've got my stamping, I've got my stars, and I used a, I probably in my journaling should somewhere talk about how sometimes I don't do the journaling because I've said whatever it is in the video and then in the description box of the video, but it's not the same. It doesn't get into the album. So anyway, thank you for watching. This is a mess, and I appreciate your patience. Bye.